Welcome to another edition of the Moss Sports Podcast. My name is Andy Robertson. I'm joined with Mauricio Beltran Hernandez. He has an Emmy. And Spencer Griffin, who is here. We're just here to hang out, kick it. It's late. So, Spencer, we were talking in the chat about the Danger Witch. And Spencer was going to go grab one. But since he didn't, I'm going to drink this disgusting coffee during this just to punish myself.
Okay, is that sponsored by Russell Wilson himself?
Yeah.
Is it really?
No.
No, I didn't know if he endorsed it or not.
Is it an energy drink coffee or just a regular?
It's just cold brew, but it's disgusting.
It's so late. Why are you drinking a coffee this late?
Because coffee doesn't do anything to me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was drinking coffee too.
Y'all are crazy.
Anyway, I guess kind of the biggest news of this week has been the Draymond Green, Jordan Poole stuff going down in the NBA. The video got released of the punch, the Superman punch, I should say, and the Warriors are trying to figure out who got the video because it's supposedly closed to the media. Draymond has stepped away from the team. Supposedly, this all started with Jordan Poole, like talking a lot of stuff because of his upcoming contract. So, Spencer, you may have more than what I covered there, but
I mean, it's all speculation right now, really. But I don't understand how they can address the wrong issue here and go after the person that released the video rather than address like Draymond punching his own teammate. But I mean, that's just super weird to me. And it's kind of funny that the Warriors, who everybody sees as this team that has like all this team chemistry, are the ones that get wrapped up in all this. And I think it's really interesting to see other players' takes on it. We've had, some old like former players and current players. Some of them say, we see this all the time, and then other players are like, we've never seen anything that bad. So I think it's pretty interesting, and I'll be surprised that the way they're talking, I don't think he's going to get suspended or anything, but if I'm not mistaken, Bobby Portis was suspended maybe 8 games for his punch.
Nikola Mirotic.
Yeah, which people said Mirotic had that one coming, but
yeah,
there wasn't any video of that one, obviously.
Yeah.
Wouldn't people have asked questions when they saw the guy with the black eye if the video wasn't released?
Yeah, I don't know. They're playing a preseason game tonight, and Jordan Poole is going to play. So I guess we'll see if he has any any marks on his face. It looked like a tough punch.
Was bad,
I'll be
yeah.
shocked if he doesn't have any kind of cut or anything.
I'm trying to think of. Oh, go ahead, Mauricio.
I was just going to say if it was worth the trouble of having him around.
Jordan Poole? Yeah.
Draymond, you mean?
Draymond. It seems like he's always doing something crazy.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they traded him, to be honest. Like, that might sound a little premature, obviously, but he's kind of past his use for them. So
his contract's up after this year, too. So, somebody, I don't know if this is true or not, but I saw something about how Jordan Poole's like, hope you have fun with your max contract losing all the time in Sacramento or something like that. And then someone was like, Jordan Poole asked Draymond why his mouth is always open, and that set Draymond off.
I heard somebody say he called him triple single.
Yeah, that's what it was. How you get all them girls at Michigan State?
Yeah,
something about triple single.
There's been some really funny stuff coming out about it, which is nice. My friend actually sent me a message on Facebook, and he said, "Dang, that guy sold that video for $2.3 million," and I laughed because I was like, "You just got ball sacked," and he definitely did. He was so mad.
Come on now.
I would have sold that video for
whatever. There was there was a really big fight between teammates recently. I forget what happened. Wasn't there like a separate issue in another sport? Am I thinking of something else?
Oh, in another sport?
Yeah.
Are you talking about Geno Smith getting cracked?
Oh, I don't know. I thought it was pretty recently where a couple of teammates got into it, and then the oh no, I guess not. I guess that didn't happen. The crazy thing to me about sports though is like dudes can just get into a fight and punch people, and then like, oh, we'll get some team discipline, and then you or I, one of us goes out and punches some dude on the street. It's jail.
Or at work.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like, we would get fired.
Yeah, so it's crazy that
Draymond got some free PTO out of the whole thing.
yeah.
I encourage you to try to walk into your job on Monday.
All right, who can I dick?
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna take a couple weeks off.
Yeah.
Crazy.
When does the season start, Spencer? It's pretty coming up quick.
Yeah, it's in a few weeks, I think.
Okay. I was halfway thinking about doing fantasy, but I don't know if I want to.
Me too. I'm still up in the air about that. I probably won't. That's a lot. I mean, with games happening every night.
Yeah. I'm already involved in hockey in 3 different
Yeah. I
NFLs.
was
So.
already hesitant to do football. So, and I my argument, and I do this each year with football too, is I feel like it takes away my
Enjoyment.
It's kind of
Yeah.
a double-edged sword. On the one hand, it takes away the way I watch the game, but on the other hand, it makes me pay attention to games that I
Mhm.
normally wouldn't. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. Kind of goes both ways on that.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think I've gotten to the point. I mean, I'll turn on the Red Zone channel more than anything to watch the collection of games than to watch a single game if the Chiefs aren't playing. And I
Mhm.
think that's partly because of fantasy.
Yeah.
But yeah, fantasy basketball, I have never been good at it for whatever reason. I can't figure it out.
Yeah, I think I've won a league in that. I'm not sure I've ever won football, but I have won basketball.
Yeah, I won football a few times and baseball and hockey, but
God, it just makes me feel so dumb. Like this week, I had Gabriel Davis on the bench because, of course, why wouldn't I? And like he, of course,
you had a great game.
because, like, of course, I had him on the bench because he hadn't been getting a whole lot of targets, and he ends up with 3 receptions and like 162 yards.
Yeah, he had a good game.
How am I supposed to know that that's gonna happen?
Yeah.
Jeez.
I don't know. That's like I picked up Naheem Hines because
Yeah,
Jonathan Taylor was out, and I started him. He goes down like the 3rd player of the game with a concussion. So
Oh yeah.
can we talk about why is everybody getting a concussion this year?
I don't
That
know.
is true.
'Cause
Happening a lot.
well, in the preseason, I think they made it a big deal about how they had those pad things on their helmets, and then you see all these crazy designs to helmets now too, and then dudes are just getting concussions a lot.
Yeah, I don't know. They're gonna have to start doing something. It's getting pretty bad.
Yeah,
I
'cause-
think it's like what's it called? Like, I think maybe it's like this much or probably more concussions, but maybe they weren't taking out players as often. And I think after the Tua thing, they're like any little thing, they're like, oh, he's done, he can't play the rest of
Yeah,
the game, you know, and like. But maybe it's just it probably happened more often or as often, but they probably weren't like calling it out and be like, oh, you can't go back in.
I think you're right. And a prime example is Teddy Bridgewater.
Yeah.
Today, he apparently showed some signs of. They came up with a new, not a new term. It's called like ataxia or something, where he's like dizzy or a little wobbly. And somebody said in the booth they saw it on the sideline, and so they decided to take him out because of the new protocol. So yeah, I mean you're right. But then we see other stuff like you saw the Chris Olave. I don't know if you guys saw that one. That one was scary.
No, I
You
didn't.
No, I didn't see that one.
No, he caught. I think they ended up calling it a touchdown. I don't even know, but he caught a touchdown and got slung down and hit his head on the turf and like went out cold. You know, just kind of went limp and kind of like the Tua situation. It was very similar to that.
Was he done for the day?
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Oh.
They have to be now if they show signs of concussions.
There's no way they're gonna let them redo the Tua stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
But-
thing with everything that's happened this year is like any little thing now is like, okay, that's it. Like we can't risk it because especially the team doctor now or whatever, the independent doctors they have or whatever, because that
Mhm.
other guy got fired. So they're like, oh, I can't get fired. So I'm
Well,
like,
he got fired within reason though, because I heard that he was like chewing people out and not wanting to go
Oh, really?
with. Yeah, I heard like he was
Oh,
like,
wow. I
I
had
don't
just
know. It was a lot of bad stuff regarding
situation.
that.
but it's because on the side you got to think he's also under pressure by the team owner and coaches stuff to like
Well, no, that's an
keep the
NFL
players on the
PA
field.
position.
Yeah, no, but he's getting like the money. He's like, hey man, make sure they stay in. We gotta play. We
But
gotta win.
my thing is like at some point I forget what game it was after that, but they were talking about how Bridgewater, like the reason why the Dolphins got Bridgewater is because he has a similar skill set to Tua, and so I guess the talent probably isn't the same as Tua. But why would you like if Tua had a concussion against the Ravens and then turn around and you guys play the Thursday night football game? If you believe that Bridgewater has a similar skill set, why even have Tua go out to that Thursday night football game?
Yeah. No, I don't. Yeah, I agree.
I mean, it was a mishandling regardless. And even today, like they didn't even release what happened to Bridgewater for the longest time. Like, I mean, you probably knew what happened, but it took forever for them to say that, oh, he was out for concussion like
Yeah,
symptoms
well,
or whatever.
it was a pretty weird situation because like nothing happened on the field. Like there was no one
Oh,
hit.
okay.
Like I said, apparently, and nobody else. I can't seem to find it, and there's no video or anything. But I guess they've got a guy in the booth that watches for these things. I don't know. They
Okay.
said that he saw something on the sideline and they pulled him. So it probably took a while for anybody to figure out what was going on.
Yeah, and see that's another thing. Like with this new concussion protocol thing, like a lot of people were saying, well, what if they trip or something? And I mean, obviously probably not that crazy,
I
but
see what you're saying, though. Yeah.
but they were like, even for the simplest thing, they could be like, oh, come on out of the game.
To me, I mean, better safe than sorry. Look at CTE
Right.
has just ruined some of these dudes.
Oh yeah, for sure. I guess we'll slip into baseball real quick and then go back to football because
Sorry.
because I know Mauricio's mad.
No, yeah, it's a like the Mariners already won, right?
Yeah.
And as soon as they won, they sent us an email for work about like setting the. They already got like a whole plan set up for this first series against the Mariners and everything, and I'm like, oh my god.
You're not traveling, are you? Like you're not
Not
going to
that
Seattle.
No, I think if they make it to the World Series, we would have to travel.
Wow.
Yeah, because when they played, what was it, the Braves?
Last year, yeah.
The World Series, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they had to whenever they were in Atlanta for those, what is it, like three games in a row, right? I think they're on the road for the
Something
World
like
Series.
that, yeah.
Yeah, they spent the whole week over there or whatever
Wow.
it was in Atlanta.
But you could have a chance to go somewhere cool like New York.
That's what I was saying.
It would be what you think? LA or New York?
No, the
Dodgers or the Mets, right?
Mets are about to get eliminated. Padres have a 4-0 lead in the 6th.
Oh, jeez. Weren't the Mets like number one in their division, pretty much?
The Braves overtook them like the last day of the season.
Jeez.
Yeah, so the Mets are about to get beaten out. The Cardinals lost to the Phillies.
Mm-hmm.
They're done. What else happened? The Rays got beat by the Guardians, so they're out. Yeah, and then the Blue Jays blew an 8-1 lead in that final game to the Mariners to get eliminated. So,
hey, I'm on board the Mariners hype train. I want that.
Yeah,
I like that story. It's cool.
Yeah, so does Mauricio.
Yeah, dude, for real. Like, let's ride the energy wave right now and to a championship series for the Mariners.
I think you might be in a little bit of trouble, Mauricio.
It's a best of 5 or best of 7 in the second round, Andy?
Second round will be best of 5, so it'll be and then after that 7 and then 7. Yeah.
Would it? Do they get to go to Seattle for any of these things, or
they should at least a couple? Yeah. I think there'll be 3 at home and then 2 on the road.
Okay.
Yeah.
I saw where Aaron Judge barely missed out on the Triple Crown. Did they? Is that right? They held him out the last regular season game.
I think he got like they either held him out or he got like one at bat. I don't know.
Dang, that thing feels like point. I don't know, 0.004 away or something.
Yeah. Well, he barely got the 62 homers. It was like the penultimate game of the season.
Yeah. But college football people are happy that that's over.
Yeah.
Those cut-ins were so annoying.
Oh my god. It was so confusing.
We're definitely gonna have to talk about some college football too. Crazy stuff.
Oh yeah.
I will openly admit I didn't get to pay attention to too much football yesterday.
Yeah, I didn't either. But,
And then,
I obviously caught up.
Really, today, in large part, I didn't get to watch much either. But, yeah, so Mauricio's mad about that. I don't know. The Yankees might overtake the Astros this year. So
could it be an Astros Yankees thing to get to the World Series thing?
Probably so, unless the
like
Mariners.
2019, right?
Yeah.
I remember that.
So then you're gonna hear some trash cans again.
Yeah, dude, I remember that. They very specific.
Call them out, Mauricio. Because then if you do, then you won't have to go to the World Series.
What would you what would you think if, like, let's see, like 2 years on the road or something, they win the World Series this year, and then like 2 or 3 years on the road they come out that they were cheating somehow again this year? Would they actually do something this time? Or
oh, I'm sure they would.
Jesus, there's no way this team can be this good. You know, there's no way. Like this land's forsaken. Their stadium's forsaken. Like, there's no reason this team should be this good. I mean, we're talking like 10 years ago, they were losing 100 games a year.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden they're going to World Series and conference championships every year. Like, this doesn't make sense, you know?
Yeah.
It does not make sense.
It's crazy.
You're gonna have to cover the Texans when they go to the playoffs soon.
Oh yeah, they won today.
They're winning games they shouldn't be winning.
That's the only good thing. I mean, like, that's what I was talking to Tyler about. It's like, good thing it's only the Astros. Because imagine if like the Rockets were good, the Texans were, you would never stop working. Like,
the Rockets are going to be historically bad because they're trying to get Victor Wembanyama.
No, my God.
I've heard people talk about the Scoot. Is it Scoot Henderson?
Scoot Henderson's good too.
Yeah, I've heard people talk a lot about him.
Both of those dudes are really good. Their showcase the other night was insane. It was unbelievable.
So I've told you guys before, I'll listen to that Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max in the mornings on the way to work because it's just kind of chilled out and whatever. Max Kellerman was like,
on your 2-minute commute.
No, it's a little bit longer than that. But Max Kellerman was like, yeah, this isn't a Chet Holmgren situation where a stiff wind will blow this man down. And I'm sitting here like,
no.
This man looks like a stick figure, though.
No, well, yeah. I mean, he's 7'4". Of course, he's going to look like that, and he's young. But you got to admit, like, he looks a lot more fluid out there than Chet. Like, he looks more KD than whatever the Slenderman Chet. And Victor Wembanyama wears a size 20.5 shoe. I saw, which is wild. Only like 3 NBA players have ever worn a size 20 or larger. I know one of them was Shaq. I can't remember.
That was probably.
Yeah, I don't know, but it does beg the question: like, do you take that risk? Because I'm not sure there's ever really been, taller, slender, 7 foot guys that have really thrived for very long. Like, if you're talking about longevity, do you hitch your horse to this wagon, or do you go the Scoot Henderson route and kind of rely on him to play for longer?
Yeah, I guess it's all just a matter of who do you think is going to have the longer, more successful career, and that's why we're not in the position of these scouts.
Yeah.
I've seen Moneyball.
Oh no!
I've seen Moneyball. I could manage a team where we hire players.
Oh my gosh! I read that book. I've won Percy over here. I've won the Super Bowl in Madden. I could coach a team.
Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, why not give people outside people like a chance to do stuff? It's always the same coaches being recycled.
So
The
there's
same
a reason.
people. Yeah, but I mean, it's like you're expecting a different outcome when you're pitching it to the sports that like ran down the canyon. Like what do you think is gonna happen?
I would
Matt
like
Nagy
I
coaching
would
the
like
Bears
to
again?
I would like to be a GM one day.
That would be
Yeah.
cool.
Just to be
But
like, all right, guys, hear me out.
hear me.
I've won
You can't start
27 World Series in a year.
Like I don't know, control the Cowboys. Trade Micah Parsons away, get a couple picks.
I think a lot of the stuff that we don't think about too, like that they have to do, especially regarding like the salary cap stuff and any type of financials, like that stuff would just be so over my head. Like people be like, "Oh no, you can't do that because of this rule." I'd be like, "Well, why not?"
Oh,
And they're like, "Oh, it's in the rule book." Whenever they were talking about I can't remember what trade they were talking about, but in the NBA, guys that are on like rookie extensions can't be traded after a certain, you can't have more than,
There's so many rules for NBA
yeah.
trades.
And I'm like, does anybody know that? Like, it's crazy.
Oh, let's trade our 2022 draft pick after we just traded our 20. No, Stipend rule. Too bad.
Yeah. See,
What?
That's too much.
Yeah, they're.
Oh, get it.
Yeah, that's crazy. But I guess we'll hit college football and then talk about NFL if you guys want to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll let you
Go
hit
ahead.
up the college football because I am sad that Kansas lost, though.
Me too.
That was. Yeah, they should have won that game.
Well, they lost their quarterback kind
Yeah.
of early on in that game, which sucks because he's a huge part of their offense. But their backup came in and really did a hell of a job. I was pretty impressed with him.
They said he was a transfer from. Well, he started last year, but then he had also transferred in from some other school.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, but
Didn't you say that last week or 1 week? You said that, Mauricio. I thought that he transferred in from where was it? It was a red colored school, I think.
Because the guy that got hurt, the main starter, he's been there, forever. But the guy that had been the starter, I guess, the last 2 years, that Bean guy, he had started last year, but he transferred in from somewhere else. I think Tulane. I think Andy's right. I think it might have been Tulane.
Spencer said Tulane.
I thought,
yeah.
When I saw his name pop up, Bean, I thought that sounded familiar. Yeah. So yeah, you're right. He was a starter last year, and they lost to a good TCU team though. So
yeah. North Texas. He was the starter in North Texas before he came. But now here's the question: is Kansas going to get another win to make it 6 to at least make the bowl game, or is this a collapse? Are they going to collapse now?
Oh, I don't want to see that. I'd be so sad if they collapse.
They collapse. They don't make the bowl game. They're like 5-7.
That'll kill me. Oh, that'll kill me.
I heard that people were talking like that coach could be on the way out after this year too.
Leopold's talking like he is going to stay, but we've seen that before.
Yeah, because he did it really good in those Wisconsin schools he was at before, those little places or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then it looked. I mean, he can do it here. Like he did it at Buffalo too.
Yeah, if you can do it again.
Yeah, like he's gonna get the Nebraska job.
Oh no, but
let Eric Bieniemy get that.
The Big 12 in general is kind of crazy right now because you've got like TCU and Kansas being real good. Texas, we just saw blew out Oklahoma 49-0, which just made me like, I don't know, my jaw dropped when I saw that score. I was like, what?
Yeah,
like this team.
Did they jump the gun by hiring the Venables guy?
I honestly think long term that's probably a good hire for them. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of really major growing pains with that because you're going from all offense, no defense with Lincoln Riley to pretty much all defense, not as much offense with Brent Venables, and they're moving from the Big 12 to the SEC. Obviously,
Yeah.
that's why I think it'll be good.
Oh,
Now,
that's
will
gonna be
Venables be good as a head coach and not a defensive coordinator? That remains to be seen. But if they're
Jeez.
wanting to get in the trenches and get those bigger guys and get physical in the SEC, then they made the right hire, I thought.
And Dabo Swinney's the new Bill Belichick, where his coaches leave and are awful.
It could be. Well, we saw that with Chad Morris.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here's a question: Is they're 0-3 in conference, they're 3-3 in the year, Oklahoma, and they host Kansas this weekend. Do they beat Kansas?
Does Oklahoma beat Kansas?
Yeah.
Do we know
In
about
Norman.
Kansas's quarterback situation? Is Duke coming back or not?
I don't know. I think he is gonna play because it didn't look that bad,
Yeah,
And
I think if their starter plays, then Kansas will win. But I think if they have to play the backup, I think Oklahoma will beat them.
And I'm not even sure if Oklahoma's gonna have their starter back because he didn't play the Texas game.
I forgot. Yeah, I forgot he was out. Well, maybe
He
not.
got knocked out he got right? Yeah, he was sliding and the TCU guy just dove right at his head and knocked him out.
Tell me why the hell they won't put in General Booty though. You're down 49-0, and you're not gonna put in the Booty. That could be the spark you need to turn this game around. And
the Giants put in the Booty today.
Yeah, we saw that. Tweet.
Oh my god.
Yeah, how bad must that guy be if they always show him on the sideline, but he doesn't ever get in?
He's because he did really good in junior college, and then he comes from that family of all those football players
of the Booties.
Yeah,
yeah.
Because John David Booty was so great.
He was okay.
Man, I hated those years at USC.
That was the Brandon Allen years for Mauricio.
Yeah.
But
Austin Allen.
Booty can't be worse than what they was playing.
Yeah, dude. It's there's no offense, there's no defense. I can't even imagine when's probably the last time they started 0-3 in conference play, let alone 0-4 if they lose next week.
Also, which name's better, General Booty or Steve Ho You Fat?
Booty.
That's a tough one.
I'm gonna go with Ho You Fat
because I don't know. General Booty's kind of funny.
General Booty is good though, but yeah, I gotta get me a Ho You Fat jersey.
Ho You Fat for 3.
And then Arkansas is entering the Brett Bielema year second.
Yeah, so I wasn't gonna go there. At least, hey, I guess I'll take that over the Chad Morris years.
Well, here's the thing: the Brett Bielema effect takes 3 years, and we're in year 3, and we're right on track. But then the Chad Morris is it was it's a quick one shot, it's right away, bam. Yeah. But with the Bielema one, it hurts because it's slow. We're in a slow, painful death.
You have some hope. Oh, get it, Mark Andrews! Yes.
We are a minute 45 out of this one. I've already sent a meeting, just so you guys know. We can pick up the Arkansas talk there.
And then, as Spencer was saying, the whole UCA thing, the collapse of the UCA Bears.
Bro, we gotta go to the next meeting.
No. And Andy, I think ever since Andy left UCA, everything collapsed.
No, I was getting bad last year.
All right.
Spencer's on the bottom now.
Oh, yeah, we've changed positions. Oh, shoot. Did you guys see, just to pick up, I guess it's not FBS, but I saw where a surprising result, I guess not the result, but the score of the North Dakota State and Indiana State game. Indiana State's 1-4, and they gave them a heck of a game.
Good.
I think it was a 5-point game.
Larry Bird must have just went over there and told them to put it together.
Larry Bird.
Also, I was looking at records because I was curious after watching the UCA game, because UCA's got Kennesaw State coming up, and I thought
Kennesaw State should tear them up.
Wait, really? Kennesaw State was like 2-4.
Well, Kennesaw State was ranked at the beginning of the season,
What happened?
and they've usually been pretty good. I'm sure it's their schedule early on.
Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say because I really thought they were good, but then again, at the same time, they had to go to overtime to beat North Alabama. Yeah, so
North Alabama. Oh, okay, never mind. North
yeah,
Alabama is kind of.
so I'm so confused by that.
It's time to move on from Nathan Brown.
I mean, a lot of people are not. I say a lot. Some people are thinking that.
It's the same deal every year. It's like the same deal. It's like no, it's like UCA's been stuck in the mud for the last couple of years.
I do think. I mean, I like Nathan. He's a good guy. I do think
Yeah.
they kind of messed up with that hire because I've said this before. Like, I feel like they've kind of put themselves in a corner to where, since he's like the best known quarterback in program history and all this stuff, like,
It's hard to fire him.
yeah,
Yeah,
they should have went somewhere else.
bring back Steve Campbell.
He's sitting out there.
No, bring back the Clint guy.
The what?
Nah, that dude is
Oh,
awful.
don't even. Did you see what he did to SFA's program?
He's the only winning coach we've had in history.
No,
Yeah,
Steve
yes.
Campbell was
I was
a
gonna
baller,
say.
and
Yeah.
you don't know of all the coaches from previous years too.
Oh, it was kind of cool though. At the game, they did honor the 1984 team that won the national championship. So that was pretty neat.
Did you get one of those hats?
No, but my wife found downtown Little Rock, Rock City Outfitters. They have shirts and sweaters with that old logo on it.
Oh, okay. I kind of want to get one.
Yeah, she got us one. It's sick. I love that old logo. I wish they'd go
Yeah.
back to it permanently.
Yeah.
What was the old logo?
It's like a running bear. He's running with the football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The more I look at this current logo, I just don't care for it, to be honest.
The which
Yeah.
the one the bear with the raccoon eyes.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
It
Those
looks kind of
look
generic. Like if you were watching a Hallmark movie and it was like Go Team, like that's the logo. Over there.
like that's the local school logo.
Yeah, yeah.
It
You know,
looks-
they're always like Go State. Like that's the
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
shoot. So the top 25 was released, and I know there's probably other games you guys want to talk about, but James Madison is number
Yeah.
25.
I was super pumped about
Yeah,
that.
that made me happy.
I'm rooting for him. Yeah.
First year
5
in the
games.
FBS.
They've only played 5 games. They're already ranked.
Mm-hmm.
It's their first year in transition to FBS.
Yeah. They don't
Damn.
even qualify for the postseason.
And they're right in the top 25.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Let them in the playoff.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like what Coastal Carolina did, though, because they made the jump, and they've been pretty good since they made the jump.
That's
Oh, that's
true.
true.
Are they? They're not as good this year, I don't think. But they're still. I mean, they're still not bad.
Yeah.
I think James Madison may be the. Are they the best G5 school right now?
Whoa, where's the Sun Belt? Oh, there it is. I haven't looked at the polls other than I looked at it briefly, and then
You look at polls all day. I bet they're probably close to. There might be a AAC team that's ranked higher. I was gonna say Memphis. Well, they did end up. No, they end up getting beat by Houston, I think. Boy, I don't know. UCF.
Wake Forest. Oh no, they're ACC.
Forest.
Syracuse is surprising.
Yeah, that is a bit surprising.
Yeah, I guess James Madison is because everyone
Oh
else is
heck yeah, that's crazy.
everyone else is a Power 5 school.
I mean, it won't happen. You know, they won't go undefeated or anything, I guess. But that's pretty neat.
I don't know, it depends on how bad the South The Sun Belt is.
It's been pretty good though. They've been upsetting some people.
Whew. The Red Wolves are awful this year. Good grief.
Yeah. Mauricio, you think USC's got a legit shot for the playoff?
Yeah. I mean, the Pac-12
Yeah.
expected playoff team this year was supposed to be Utah, but now we see Utah's terrible.
And UCLA is having a good year.
And now it's gonna be USC versus UCLA.
Yeah, that's
at the end of the year, basically. But unless they stumble against some random team, unless UCLA loses to Oregon State or USC loses to Notre Dame for some reason, it should come down to that at the end of the year.
Forgive my ignorance, but Chip Kelly is not still at UCLA, is he?
He is.
He is there.
Oh wow. Okay.
And
Year 5, so the Kelly.
Well, I know they're doing well. I just didn't know if he was still there.
That's a super fun team to watch. That quarterback is electric.
Yeah, I think he finally has all the pieces together that he needed at UCLA.
So was Josh Rosen.
No, well, Josh Rosen wasn't electric. He was never like with his feet like this dude is.
The only good thing at UCLA he did was put that inflatable hot tub in his dorm room.
Oh, Deshaun Foster is on the coaching staff there.
I don't know who that is.
At UCLA?
Yeah. He played for the Texans, didn't he?
Arian Foster?
No, Deshaun Foster. Maybe I am thinking of Arian Foster.
Yeah. Like that. It's like the chick that took all those pictures at the bar when she thought it was Arian Foster and it was some random guy.
I've seen those. Remember that? Those are so funny.
I don't know where I saw it. It was like a couple years ago, but it was some lady posting that she had taken all these selfies with Arian Foster at a bar in somewhere, and like it was some random dude.
Okay, he played for the Panthers and the 49ers, so I remember that now.
We're when we talk about the NFL, which I mean, if y'all want to go ahead and move into it, we can. But the Panthers suck.
Yep.
I heard Matt Rule might be out soon.
Do that. That guy should have been fired years ago.
They haven't because his contract has been stupid.
They're trying to lower his buyout. But I guess it might be okay to keep him around this season so they have a terrible record and then get a high draft pick.
Yeah.
And then let him go.
Yeah.
Of course, I don't know. I'm trying. Oh, wait. Because they could get Bryce Young, right?
Yeah. Some people were talking about Will Anderson potentially being the first pick.
I have seen that. Yeah, I have seen that. I'm not sure. I mean, Bryce Young, I think he's kind of fallen off a little more this year, too. I don't know. I'm trying to think if there are any quarterbacks that would possibly surpass him. I can't really think right now, though.
CJ Stroud would be the only one I can think of. There's another guy that I can't remember.
I didn't think about it.
They've been talking about Stetson Bennett.
Maybe that's it.
No. I'm going to disagree with that one wholeheartedly. He's not great. He's fine, but he's a game manager. That's about it.
Oh, like Cooper Rush.
Man, Cooper Rush, 5-0 though.
It's not him doing it.
Yeah, but he's helping. He's not losing them the game. That's what's important.
Yeah.
Yep. It's like Peyton Manning towards the end of his career.
Oh yeah. Oh man, that last season was so sad.
Yeah.
I was just waiting for him to put him out in the back pasture and end it all. He could barely throw it past 5 yards. I will say the Manning cast on these games, the Manning cast is pretty great though. I'm not usually a Manning fan, but those are pretty good.
I'm gonna watch it tomorrow night.
So
while the Chiefs kill the Raiders.
Okay, I was trying to remember who they played.
Oh, that's the Monday night game?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Oh, I was trying to remember when Prescott got hurt in the 2020 during the pandemic season.
Lamar
Cooper didn't start that game. He was with the Giants that year. No wonder.
Who?
Cooper Rush, because he hasn't lost a starter, but in 2020 he didn't start those games when Dak Prescott was hurt. It was that DiNucci guy
Ben
from James
DiNucci.
Madison.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ben
But
DiNucci. He
it's just
got
because the Cowboys got rid of him and sent him to New York, and then they brought him back. And I was like, if they would have just started him then, if he was with the team and started him, like he probably would have been started by now. Like Dak Prescott would have been with the Jaguars.
I don't know about that. That may be a
Yeah.
stretch. What
Prescott with the Jaguars.
They would
I
have
do
traded
wonder
him to the
though.
Jaguars, dude.
What do you guys think will happen after this season? Do you think like
It,
Cooper Rush will
it,
be like one of the highest paid backups, or do you think somebody's going to try to sign him as a starter?
no, dude. If he keeps winning, let's say he keeps winning, Jerry's like, oh, he keeps starter this
Dak's
season, right? They
coming
win
back.
like
No.
no. They win 12 games. He leads
No.
them to the NFC Championship. They don't win, but then Jerry's
No.
gonna get rid of Dak.
No.
He's gonna ride like Cooper Rush. That's his boy
No.
in more than one way.
What didn't he say?
More
Like
than
he said,
one way.
he said he wanted. he said he wanted a quarterback controversy.
Yeah, that's what he said. He knows what he's doing, my man. Like, here's the thing: I have Cooper Rush tied to like a 3-year contract for like, I don't know, less than $2 million or whatever it is, whatever it is. You get rid of Dak, you get rid of that big contract, let him be somebody else's problem.
Well, they're probably going to
But
get
you're
rid
gonna
of
have to
Elliott,
eat
too.
some of it though.
Yeah, but you don't have to pay all of it.
Yeah, but here's the thing: like Cooper Rush only threw like 10 passes today.
Yeah, but I mean, he's somehow doing that, and they're winning. And
It's
then
because
you
their
have this guy-
defense is insane.
you have this team, you have this player that has all this money. You put him in, and he loses you games every time. I mean, something's got to give.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would. I'm gonna actually agree with Mo on this one. I think you get rid of Dak, you get rid of Ezekiel Elliott. That frees
Yeah.
up more contract for some other skill players, and Cooper Rush just becomes game manager. Until
Yeah.
we do
Nah.
for another contract. And we
This
see
is
how
a-
that plays out.
This is one of
Stack
those
the
situations.
stack the defense.
You guys
Yeah,
remember
get more
Matt
players.
Flynn?
Yeah, we remember.
Whenever Aaron Rodgers got hurt and Matt Flynn came in and did so
Tore
well,
it
he
up.
got a contract with Seattle and then
But it wasn't
sucked.
with. Yeah, the Packers knew better.
It's the same situation here.
But here's the thing: Cooper Rush hasn't lost.
It's not him that's winning the games. I hate that argument so much.
A quarterback wins and loses the games for the team.
He's not losing the games, so that's
Yeah.
the most important
No,
thing.
no, but he's not.
Because you could definitely have a guy like Baker Mayfield could go in there and lose them the game so easy.
Right.
Carson
Yeah.
Wentz.
But it's the team around him too,
Mm-mm.
because the Panthers are terrible with Baker or without him. The Cowboys' defense is one of the best in the league, and so they're going to
But
win
here's the
regardless of
thing,
who's playing quarterback.
If the Panthers had a really good quarterback, they could even win games they weren't supposed to win because they have a good quarterback. But you can't fix the other thing,
Yeah. Well,
I think Cooper Rush would have the Panthers at like 4-1 right now.
I don't think he would.
I'm just kidding.
Maybe 2 wins,
Maybe. I don't know. I'm surprised that they're still riding with Baker, to be honest.
I guess once Darnold gets back from his injury, they'll probably give him a shot.
Oh, is he still injured? I thought he was healthy.
Yeah.
I think he's coming back soon, though.
Okay.
Yeah, he should be back. So hopefully they'll probably change it up there,
Well, then they may not have many other options right now.
Yeah.
Man, that sucks too, because I really thought that Baker was good and that the Browns were dumb for letting him go, but turns out pretty bad.
It's what what's that guy from that show? They're always shouting at each other.
Oh, it's always sunny.
Which one?
The one on ESPN where they're always
Oh,
like,
Stephen A. Smith?
yeah, Stephen A. Smith was right. It was Baker Mayfield that was the trouble, not the
Yeah.
Browns.
Well, I mean, the Browns also suck. Like, look at what they did today.
Yeah, but here's the thing: it's like little mistakes that they could have been avoided.
Did you? Speaking of that game, though, did you guys see what happened?
No.
I saw the highlight. Wasn't it a missed field goal?
Well, yeah, but so there was it under 2 minutes to go? The ball was on the Chargers 45, and the Chargers had the ball, 4th and 1, and they decided to go for it. And They throw an incomplete pass, so the Browns have the ball like almost right in field goal range, and then just kind of move it a little bit, and then shank the field goal. It was weird. Like both teams were trying to lose so hard. A lot of people are pretty upset with the Chargers head coach lately, saying that he needs to go, but the Browns may have just saved his job.
Yeah, because they're not doing as well as everyone thinks they are.
Yeah. God
I mean,
bless
they should have won the game in Kansas City.
They should be winning a lot of games. They've got a talented team.
He got the dog in him.
Not having Bosa sucks, though. Is there Bosa out, or is it the other Bosa?
They're both. Oh, the Nick
Chargers
got hurt
out
today.
Oh shoot!
What is that?
Nick Bosa got hurt today.
Niners one.
That's the Niners one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Joey got hurt 2 weeks ago.
He hurt his groin.
His groin.
Oh, dude. Micah Parsons is really messed up right now with his groin tear or whatever.
Oh, for real?
They were I guess he's playing with some sort of groin injury or like pull or strain or tear or something, and during the Rams game and towards the end, like he got a sack or something, and like as soon as he got up from the sack, he was just like you could see he was in pain or something. He was like rolling around, but he got up again and played the next down, and they kept saying that he's playing with like tear or something on his groin area or something.
I love how they're trying to claim that Russell, which I mean maybe it's true, that Russell Wilson's playing with a partially torn pec, and then people are like, I didn't know that affected your decision making skills. when he had dude wide open in the end zone.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Didn't even look that man's way.
They're so fun to hate right now.
Dude, that game
I love it.
I'm mad I woke up for the second half of the game.
I didn't even watch it because I knew it was going to be terrible.
Oh my God, yeah. Any Broncos game is must not watch TV. And they have so many primetime games this season.
Yeah. They have another one next week too.
And who is it against?
I think it's on Monday Night Football. It's the Chargers.
Oh God, that'll be a stinker.
Yeah.
And also this next Thursday night football game is going to be a real stinker too. It's the Commanders and somebody.
Bears. The Bears.
Oh no!
Oh jeez, I'm not watching that.
No, that'll be ugly.
Yeah. See, the Chiefs and Bills play next weekend or next Sunday at 3:30.
Oh, that'll be a great game.
I don't know why they don't put that in the primetime slot.
Well, I read today where they can't flex those. Those aren't flexible.
Okay. Because they have Dallas and Philadelphia for Sunday Night Football.
Oh, that's going to be next Sunday?
Maybe they could flex that. But, I mean, that's a pretty good game, too. Though.
Oh, that's going to be really good. Undefeated Eagles versus Cooper Rush and the Cowboys.
Yeah.
You see, not the Cowboys, Cooper Rush and the Cowboys.
Cooper Rush and Tony Pollard and the Cowboys.
Tony Pollard and Biotish and the Cowboys.
I think they're gonna go.
Kayvon Turpin and the Cowboys.
Is he doing as good as they thought he would?
I don't know.
I know he was an explosive return guy.
Oh, did you guys see? Every time I saw highlights of the Cardinals game today, I thought it was the Falcons.
Really?
Oh yeah, they had the exact all black uniform as the Falcons.
Weird.
They said the only different thing was the Cardinal, the red Cardinal sticker. That was it.
Yeah.
But they had the same black, all black uniform.
They looked exactly like the Falcons. I was so confused today.
Me too. I saw that. Yeah, watch the highlights. That's like it's all black and everything, and the sticker's the only difference.
That field goal shank was impressive. I'll say that.
That's why the Chiefs got rid of that dude.
Yeah, I was gonna say. A lot of people were like, "How is this guy still on a roster? He's like 2 of 8 from anything beyond 40."
Well, he's part of the reason why the Chiefs lost to the Colts, and so they got rid of him.
It was Amendola versus Blankenship.
Woohoo! Oh, Blankenship.
Does not have.
Yeah, Rodrigo, the glasses guy.
Yeah,
he's still a free agent.
Oh yeah,
could have signed him. Is that the coffee?
No, I was done with that after like 3 sips. It's disgusting.
Was it that bad?
It's gross.
What's wrong with it?
It tastes disgusting.
Fair enough.
I mean, there's no other way to describe it. It's just nasty.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say like, is it too sweet? Is it too
No.
bitter?
That's really bitter.
Oh, that's right up my alley. I like that.
Too bitter. Now I'll drop these off at your house then.
Well, don't drop them off at my house if they're too bitter. George Lopez is still around. He got a new show on.
I don't know.
I think he has a new sitcom coming out.
Yeah, Lopez versus Lopez. I know y'all remember hearing that stuff at 1 a.m, blasting through your TV, waking you up.
See, I see all these TikToks about all that stuff, and I remember some of them, but some of the others I don't.
Yeah. Man, it was always so loud. Like, I don't know why that intro is just insane.
You remember whenever you'd be watching TV at like a decent volume and the commercials would come on and it would like blast you out the room?
So frustrating. Oh, I swear the ESPN app does that. It's like the volume is way too loud, and it doesn't make any sense. Yeah. Oh my God, the NFC East, 5-0, 4-1, 4-1, and then the Commanders are 1-4.
That's what I was talking to my dad about that today. I was like, everyone was dogging them before the season, like, oh, that's gonna be the worst division of football. Now they've got,
I mean, like NFC beast.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just. Are you watching that graphic on the game, Spencer?
Yeah.
4-1, 4-1, 5-0, and then the Commanders 1-4.
All right, who's going to be reactionary and pick up Taysom Hill?
I had him the other day, and then I was like, I can't do it.
Yeah,
because there was no way I would ever be able to decide whether to start him or not.
Yeah, I know.
And I think maybe I'll play a new game on fantasy. Do we have to have a bench? Because I think what I'm going to do is get rid of all of my bench. That way, I'm only playing guys.
You don't feel bad that
down on the field or not.
Yeah, I had Breece Hall on the bench, and he had a great game today.
Yeah, that always happens. I always have guys on the bench where I'm like, oh, if they were playing, then I would have won. But this way, I wouldn't feel like that.
Yeah. See, my thing is, though, I'm not normally going to play Breece Hall, though, because I have Aaron Jones and Austin Eckler.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't.
That's why you just get rid of Breece Hall then.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have let you down today.
Yeah. Aaron Jones did. Thanks, Packers.
Oh, Aaron Rodgers had a pretty decent game. He got what I needed out of him.
Yeah. Mauricio and Jorge are about to pull off a mega trade.
I saw that. That was a very interesting trade. I think it's fine. I think it works out.
I don't remember who all it was with.
I do think somebody's going to regret trading Njoku.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that would be George. He's trading Elliott, Njoku, and Garoppolo to Mauricio for, I think it's Stafford and who was the running back?
Let's see.
J.K. Dobbins.
Oh, Dobbins.
Yeah. Yeah, that's an interesting trade. I'll give you that much.
And the Tampa defense.
That's family collusion, though.
Yeah.
We're forming the Mega Powers again.
Mega Powers.
You remember the Mega Powers?
No, what is that?
It's when Hulk Hogan and Randy Savage tag team in the 80s.
Here he goes.
You didn't know the Mega Powers?
It was just a matter of time before you divulged into wrestling podcast.
And he got it right away. He got the funny reference. You
No.
remember the iconic handshake that started it all?
No.
You grew up in America. You should know this. I didn't even grow up here, and I know this, man. What the
I'm
heck?
not 60.
Not everyone watches wrestling.
No. Even in general, it's like a generic, pop thing. The Mega Powers. They imploded later on because of his wife. He threw her over the table.
This isn't a
I don't know
history.
if you remember, Andy, when they imploded. Hulk Hogan accidentally pushed Randy Savage's wife over the table.
No.
No,
The only handshake I remember is the one in Predator that's been memed 10 billion times.
Oh, Oh, you son of a bitch! Do you guys remember?
Dun, 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 dun.
I mean, not remember. Did you guys watch Prey? Speaking of Predator,
No, I
Yeah.
haven't. I've heard it's
I
good
watched.
though.
it's very
It's really
good. I
good,
was
dude.
pretty surprised.
Nah.
And apparently, they also have it in. I don't want to get the native tribe language. I
Yeah.
have not watched that version. I can't remember which tribe it was now. I feel terrible.
No, I haven't seen past the first Predator movie, to be honest.
Yeah, that's the only one I had watched too. But you don't need to see the others because
I've heard they're not good. Except
that's what
I've
I've
heard
heard
Prey
too.
is good though.
Prey was it was very surprising, and I
Yeah.
was like, a Hulu one, okay,
Yeah.
because they're not really known for that stuff.
Yeah.
Mauricio only watches wrestling movies.
No, like,
No, I will admit, I was washing our vehicles last week or cleaning them out and stuff, and there's this one YouTube channel that I'll watch videos occasionally when I'm bored, and they had something about Chris Benoit. It was pretty interesting.
oh yeah, I think
But
some anniversary thing came up about him or something recently.
it was
Yeah,
just,
somebody trying to sell his championship belt.
dude, I saw that and I was laughing. Oh, I think I put it in the group.
You
But
did.
somebody was like, "Who would want to murder his belt?" And this lady's like, "I just want to pay for my insurance." It's like, you trying to sell it on Facebook Marketplace?
For like $1,200.
Yeah. Like,
Mauricio, do you watch Dark Side of the Ring?
Yeah,
I figured you would. I don't. I've heard it's good. I haven't watched.
I have
Oh, yeah,
watched
you
like
need
an
to watch it,
episode
dude.
of that.
it's good.
It was interesting.
You get all the good stuff.
I think my issue is I didn't like I did watch wrestling. I don't think I was super deep into it, and I think I got on it a little bit late. So like
Oh.
it was like Undertaker, Stephen F. Austin,
Stephen F. Austin. What?
Stephen F. Austin.
Yeah, I mean, it was good, dude. But then once the mid 2000s hit, it just kind of went downhill.
Yeah, my main dudes were Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero. I saw Eddie Guerrero watching Black Hawk Down in front of me on an airplane, and I saw Rey Mysterio in the terminal. So that was cool.
Was Rey
But-
Mysterio like the size of a flea?
Yeah, and for some reason I feel like he had his shirt off. Which now
Was he
I
wearing
think
a
about
mask?
to the airport? No, he wasn't wearing
Oh,
his
okay.
mask either. I was like, how's people knowing who this is? But like, why has he got his shirt off? I don't know. I was confused. I feel bad.
Spencer was like, "How old were you?
I was probably like 10 or 11.
Was it like were you traveling for the summer or something?"
Yeah. I think we was going to Orlando, and
You
they
say-
must have had like some event in Orlando.
Probably. I was gonna say I was trying to get all the information so I could set up this joke. Ready?
Oh no!
It was like because you were like the Rey Mysterio. You were confused because he wasn't wearing his mask over. Because he usually wears it all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I was gonna be like, that was not the only thing. That wasn't the only thing Spencer was confused about. This
What?
He's cracking himself up hard.
I didn't even hear the joke.
He was laughing.
Did you hear it, Andy?
No, you're laughing before you got it out.
I was like, that wasn't the only thing Spencer was confused about that summer.
Oh, shut up! That's not even that good of a joke.
He's dying. Mauricio's done.
Somebody ate the wrong brownies this morning.
Oh, it's a good setup.
That was no, it's a terrible joke.
My camera looks like I'm back in the Attitude Era.
Was it grainy?
Yeah, it's very grainy.
Yeah, you look like you're filming a war video in Afghanistan.
Oh my god.
Some IEDs about to blow up over here.
Uh-oh.
Crazy summer for
We
Spencer.
started going toward we talk about wrestling more than we talked about
Like,
basketball.
probably
and
because
baseball.
we've never talked about wrestling.
It's a lot we need to catch on in wrestling.
How did that? Because he said something about the mega powers.
Hmm?
The Four Horsemen,
Yeah,
the
The Four-
NWO.
Hulk Hogan and the Legion of Darkness.
1989 and Mankind from Hell in a Cell.
Oh yeah.
I do feel bad for Rey Mysterio though, because he killed a guy by accident.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. That was crazy. The
I wasn't sure where you were going with that.
Oh,
it is random, right? It's like-
yeah. That sucks because you got to live with that, even though it's like not really like you didn't do it. But you
especially because he did that move like a million times before, like that 619 pop. Like he's done it a million times.
Yeah, man. I used to play WWE. Here Comes the Pain on PlayStation 2, and my wife just came in and did the suck it son, and I used to use that move so much. Like I was always Rey Mysterio because his moves were sick. Like who wouldn't want to like jump around and be like that?
Like it always reminds me of that song.
Oh my god.
He's dying, man.
Funniest joke you ever told himself.
Oh yeah.
Mauricio high as a kite right now.
Oh gee.
I don't even know what to say anymore. Like, are we talking about wrestling or are we talking about football?
Uh-oh. Somebody hurt. Is that Jamar Chase?
No, Chase is walking around.
Oh, okay. Why the Ravens sucking right now though?
They're letting the Bengals back in the game.
Because Rashad Bateman's out.
Yeah, I know. That sucks. Our defense is what really sucks. DBs are trash.
Yeah. I guess, Spencer, I should mention that your mom has beaten all three of us in fantasy football.
Yeah, she might have mentioned something about it today.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh, well.
What can you do? I can't get on the field and play for them.
Yeah. This has been a weird year in fantasy. Like, for football in general has been weird.
Yeah.
At the NFL level.
It'll probably even out. We'll have some boring playoffs.
Yeah.
With Tom Brady going back to the Super Bowl or something.
I would.
No, man.
Did y'all see the pass interference that was called on him today? Or called
On the Hawkins?
I guess? Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that a lot of people were complaining about that, and they're already posting the memes. You know, like
Yeah.
they should have lost the game.
Man, what? I know the answer, but what is it about Twitter? Like people have video evidence and stuff. He's like, "No, he didn't catch that," or "No, he didn't."
I think people are just trying to rile people up. I swear.
I don't know. It just like you could clearly see stuff, and then they're like, "Nah."
I don't know if that's worse than I don't know if I'd rather see Twitter comments or like toxic Twitter comments or a bunch of bot comments on Instagram talking about watch me do this sexual act. Like you ever see the post on Instagram is like all these bots is just like sex bots.
No, I don't get on Instagram like ever.
Oh yeah, because I'll send you something and then like 2 weeks later you'll say haha.
Yeah. Well, it's because I had logged into the Instagram account for work on my phone, and then I got like billions of notifications. So then I turned my notifications off, and then I logged out of the account, and I just never turned the notifications back on.
It's mostly Mauricio sending wrestling memes or memes about young boys being sexually confused. I need that get him.
Why are you going off on Spencer about that?
Yeah, what are you saying?
I think it would have been funnier if I didn't have to set it up for you. But because the way you said it, I was like, I could have just said it right away, but then you would have been like more confused about like what I was trying to set up.
Trying to justify your joke. Come on. Can we tackle, please?
We're about out of time, guys.
Oh, what? How much time we got left?
3:30, 3:35.
Okay.
What do you guys want to talk about? Mauricio wants to talk about wrestling.
Yeah, I'm sure he probably would. He would talk about that for 3 hours.
The mega powers.
Mega powers or mega powers?
Powers.
Mega powers.
Powers.
Megan Powers?
Megan.
Ooh, Megan Powers.
That's a good name.
That's a good
Save,
name.
save it for another kid down the road. Megan, first name, middle name, Powers.
Well,
Guess that'll do it.
yes, that'll do it.
Another week
Another
of the
weekend
Cooper
show.
Rush podcast,
Another dime, another dollar.
sponsored by the Dallas Cowboys.
Another stuffed
Sponsored
shirt with another white collar.
Hopefully next week we'll have it sponsored by the Danger Witch, and I'll remember to get one instead of eating chili
It's
dogs.
spicy.
It's spicy. You want to hear something dangerous? Oh, that's too dangerous.
I love all the memes or all the videos with people like sitting there taped up and like
Those are those are so.
What's a Danger Witch?
You have to Google that. We'll send it to you.
What is this like an American person thing?
No, it's a Russell Wilson cringy thing.
Oh, is it like a whole Let Russell Cook stuff?
no, it's a Subway sandwich that he's made. He's just sitting here like, hey, you want to try this Danger Witch?
Did you not see the ingredients that Andy posted
No.
about it? It's not even
Well-
spicy.
No, it's not.
And he called it a Danger Witch?
Yeah,
Yeah, and he
calls it
goes,
spicy.
it's spicy.
And the most
What?
spicy, the most spicy thing it has on it is banana peppers.
Oh my god.
You ever do anything dangerous?
Danger Witch.
Have you seen the Broncos country Let's Ride and like everything's on fire behind him?
Yes. Oh, that
Where-
was the saddest Let's Ride after the game.
Where you see that, Andy?
What?
With everything burning down.
Oh, I've seen it on Twitter several times.
See though.
I'll have to find that and then have to find the. You ever do something
Everything's on
dangerous?
fire. Oh my god.
We gotta go. We're gonna get cut off.
Let him cook.
All
I
right.
have seen some funny memes that are like, "Let him cook," and it shows him like the worst food.
Mauricio sent that hot dog in a
Oh,
Dairy
yeah.
Queen
In a
blizzard.
All right, I will see you guys.
See you guys.
Goodbye.
Don't think about that summer, Spencer.
Shut up. I'm done.
Oh my god.